Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Go Mental. My name is Warime. Now in today's video, I shall be talking about my celebration of my 4 years with struggling with depression. I know that statement sounds very strange, but I decided to call it a celebration of this struggle because inside that struggle, inside that painful process that I've had to go through, the initial 1 year after my diagnosis, the ups and downs of the relapses and being in a good place and the anxiety disorder. And I mean, within that whole battle that I've had to experience in the past 4 years, there's still a lot to celebrate. The first thing that I must say I am celebrating is the unconditional love of God. His hand of grace, His hand of favor upon my life. I am not doing this video to preach, but I must say my own personal individual journey. Despite everything that I've been through, despite the disappointment, despite the losses, despite the pain, the disappointment, I know for a fact that I have seen God present in my life. I know there are times, of course, when I'm down and I really don't want to hear about prayer. I don't want to hear about God because I feel like He's abandoned me. But I know deep down inside me, somewhere at the back of my head, when I'm down, I know it's my God who's kept me here till today. And then something else also I know for a fact is that He's given me strength and conviction to be able to speak out about my condition. Believe me, it is not an easy thing to share with the world about such a highly stigmatized disorder. It is not easy at all. And in fact, I keep telling people that every time I upload a video, I cringe because I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm really exposing myself to the world. But I later remember that, you know what, I'm actually doing these videos to help other people out there, to end stigma, to encourage people to get help, to encourage family members and friends who have been afflicted by these mental illnesses, just to encourage them. Second thing that I want to celebrate is actually my family. And I'll start with my parents. My parents have given me unconditional support, love, patience. Even from the time I was diagnosed, we know the way, our parents are old school, and depression should not be something that their child is suffering from, or someone, we've brought you up in a certain way. How can you be depressed, But from the point when I got diagnosed, my parents took me in, they took care of me. I was never lectured about, you need to snap out of this, or you need to pray about this. Of course, we used to pray every day about my health, but they always made me feel comfortable. They always allowed me to go through the process, through the pain, and they walked with me through it. I know sometimes I usually laugh and say that probably they didn't know what was going on. So it was more like, okay, so let her stay there. As long as she's okay, she's in our presence, let's just, deal with her. And probably that's what they went through. That's probably what they did. But I'm also really happy that the way they handled it, it did not make me feel worse than I was already feeling about myself, right? And then, of course, there are my siblings. They have also been there for me unconditionally. Hospital visits, taking me to see doctors. I really, really do celebrate my siblings as well. And also when I'm talking about this, I also need to just mention to encourage the people who have a family member who is going through depression. I know sometimes it can be very hard. It's you can end up feeling helpless. You don't know how to help your loved ones. Sometimes it can get so irritating because you feel like this person needs to get up and keep moving. Why are they sleeping? And sometimes, genuinely, honestly, you do not know what to do or what to say. Now, I'll give you an example. When I'd moved back home, so for the 10 months that I was home, my younger sister was the only one who was there, the baby of the family. She didn't like us calling the baby, but she is the baby of the family. And every evening, she used to make sure she comes to my room. She makes sure that I've eaten. She will always bring me a glass of water to take my medication. And then after that, if I'm not in the mood of talking, she'd always just come, enter my bed, do whatever it is that she's doing on her phone, or bring her laptop, watch a movie while I'm there. And when I fall asleep, she will leave. that meant so much to me at that particular point. You know, just knowing that there's someone right there next to me who cares for me and who is there in silence. She's there for me. She's there to support me. She does not have to say anything. Third thing, and still on relationships, I have gotten to create and maintain valuable friendships. I have gotten to know who the true friends are, who the friends for fun times were, who the genuine people basically are in my life. I have friends who from day one have never dropped the ball. They have been consistent with me. They have supported me, encouraged me, and I really appreciate each and every one of them out there. You know yourselves, guys. And also, over and above the old friends that I have, ever since I got unwell, there are also other people who've come into my life, people who have blessed me in such amazing ways. Sometimes I never even know what to say, you know. Someone is just sent to be there for me, support me. I mean, I've just been blessed with really amazing people in my life. And that's also something else that I'd like to celebrate. I cannot name everyone here, but you know yourselves, the people who really touched my lives, you know, who've really touched my life. I really appreciate it, and you know that I keep saying that over and over and over again. And something else that I'm celebrating is also the fact that I have gotten to understand myself better. I have gotten to learn the importance of living more purposefully. I've gotten to understand the importance of living a mindful life. That is getting to know, okay, what do I like, what I don't like, how am I going to create those boundaries, what am I putting into my mind, what movies am I watching, which people am I surrounding myself with, being mindful and very careful of what is around me to ensure that, you know what, I don't make things that are already going crazy in my head become worse. So, and this is something that we're always told, when you're improving yourself, be more mindful, be more conscious about the way you live your life, be more aware of whatever it is around you. And that is, I know, one area that was non-existent in my life before. I mean, I just used to live normal cycle, work, meet up with friends, go home, sleep, drink. You know, it was just a vicious cycle. But now I'm able to live a more purposeful and meaningful life. So people, please help me celebrate these 4 years, because it has not been an easy journey. It's definitely not. But then still, I'm happy. I'm still able to speak. I'm still able to do whatever it is that I'm meant to do. And I am still here, guys, to help anyone out there who's going through depression, who's going through a mental illness. If you have a family member, I am here for you people. Help me celebrate. And my prayer and my hope is that the next video that I'll be doing to celebrate, I will actually be celebrating the fact that I'm off my meds. I have not had any relapses. I have not had any anxiety attacks. And now I'm saying that I used to be unwell. Now I am well. And now I am continuing to preach or continuing to be a mental health advocate. So guys, thanks for tuning in. I will see you in my next video.